Hello. I'm exhausted. Shelly, let me just tell you, I'm exhausted. Look, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I didn't even do the daily yesterday. Had so much to do, it wasn't even funny. One thing after another. It's a crazy day. Crazy. Alright, so you got my list, right? It's Marcy, Monica, Leslie, Tammy, you, and Mo, or Monique. Hopefully I got the super chat thing on. Let me see. Nope, I don't know how to do that. Hey, Leslie. I forget how to do it. I forget how I did it. It was tap this. Hey, Marcia. How you doing? Hi, Leo. Right, Leslie? I get you. Hey, Sang, I'm good. All right, Marcia. Miss you too. All right, so the first up is Marcia. Marcia is the first one up. So since she's here, we'll get started. And then, so the order is Marcia, Monica, which is Texas, and then Leslie, Tammy, Shelly, and Monique or Mo. Hey, DJ. I am so glad you did. How are you? I hope you have a great day too. Great seeing you. Oh boy, Leslie. Yeah, I do. All right, Marcia. So, well, guys, we haven't done sticks in a long time, so we're going to do them. We're going to see where it takes us. Marcia, you're up first. You're welcome, DJ. You're welcome. Me too, Marcia. Hey, what's that pen doing in there? Just a minute. All right. All right, Sticks, I'm warming you up because it's been a long time. It's been a long time. Look at all them sticks. Look at all them sticks. Whoa, look at all these sticks. Look at all them sticks. What message could be for you? And that ain't even all of them. That's just half of them. That's just the ones I could grab. I'm trying to mix them up from the bottom. Whoa, there's so many. So many, and I want to add more. Alexa, put popsicle sticks on my shopping list.
I'm adding popsicle sticks to your shopping list.
We're going to get them at the dollar store. All right, here we go. All right, I got you three. I got you three. All right, stick number one. Stick number one. Somebody wants to call you. So the stick talks about somebody wants to call you. It says pride in the way. Somebody's pride is in the way. So Marcia, again, your first stick talks about somebody wants to call you, but their pride is in the way. Somebody has a lot of embarrassment explaining to do. This person does feel overwhelmed in a few. I'm getting three, actually. Three different situations they're very much embarrassed of or overwhelmed by. It feels that this person wants to be able to have the opportunity to show you love and respect. This person wants to... Hold on, I got fuzz on my finger now. This person wants to make things right, but they're having a hard time getting the appropriate timing or the appropriate place. They're waiting for what they feel is the right moment. It feels like... Wait a minute, what did it say? Exactly. It feels like he has struggles, and he always has had struggles with admitting or owning shit or taking accountability. He's also feeling a bit unaware of all the circumstances around you and him, meaning he doesn't know a whole lot, which, and I think that's leaning more toward your coworker, Janine. I think it's more about either not trusting his judgment or not trusting his timing on when to show up. It feels that you change his affect, his demeanor, you change his thought to something more positive. It feels like he's tired of running and hiding. It's like he wished he could erase a mistake that he made. All right, that's stick number one. And that mistake is not about this pregnancy, just so I'm clearing that up. It's not about that. This mistake is about your coworker doing it for the wrong motives, doing it to try to trigger a jealousy out of you in the beginning. It wasn't even about her. So I just need you to know that part. Stick number two. Okay, so the stick number two is more about you. It's talking about to start getting into meditations more, is what it says. Start doing meditations more. It's kind of like the universe or spirit asking you to make sure that your thoughts, your words, your actions, and your surroundings are filled with positivity and avoiding those who bring you stress, overwhelming, uncomfortableness, sadness, stress, again, stress, or other people who come near you that contradict your desires, your wishes, your goals, your dreams. There's people who tend to cause you to lose faith in your belief system or in the things that you believe in. Perhaps you and a person for a relationship like Arthur, right? So it's talking about this person's or these people because of the actions or choices and consequences that they're dealing with. They try to reflect their energy, negative energy, on you. So it's important for you to try and maintain through meditation to ground yourself. So when you know you're going to go and deal with these people, you're going to go to work or whatever. It could be family. It could be your dad. It could be your children. Whoever makes you feel like the energy changes around you. Like the air is getting thicker. Like there's stress in the room. When you trust your intuition that way, know before you meet up with these people or you go to see these people or you're invited out with these people or you're going to work to be around these people, know that it's important to take 15 minutes out to do your meditations. Exactly. So take the time to do your meditation, to protect yourself, to put that positive energy around you, to hold yourself in the place where you belong. Don't allow anybody to disrupt your source energy. Don't allow somebody to take you out of your vortex, okay? Meaning, your soul, your heart, your thoughts belong to the universe. Your body, the outer body shell, is yours to do what you wish with. But your heart and your soul and your thoughts, they belong to a higher power. They belong to where the energy from the vortex goes to pull that energy from the universe That energy goes back and forth between you and the universe, you and the universe. So thoughts that you think go to the universe. Feelings that you feel, emotions that you feel go to the universe. It sends them out a message, a signal, and it brings you exactly that and more of it. So you think negative, you get more of it. You think fear, you get more things that make you fear. You get worry, you get more things that'll make you worry. So I need you to be really careful and mindful, but it's definitely number 2 is talking about meditation, how important it is for you to clear your mind, to let go and release. As you breathe in through your nose, good. Think of positive things. As you blow out, release the negative things. Yeah, I get it. That's good. You're distancing. Good. Stick number 3. Okay, stick number 3 talks about clean out your clutter. So when we're talking about clean out your clutter, it's kind of like to make this relationship or situation work, you have to clean out some of the clutter from the past. You have to release some of that negativity that maybe created the distance right now that you have between you and this other person. Instead, focus on the things that you appreciated about this other person. It feels like it's the same thing, almost like what I just said with stick number 2. If you focus on your strengths and their strengths, it will bring more strength to both of you as a union, as a couple. There's an imbalance that still shows right now, but this imbalance is not on emotion level. It's not. Because their emotions right now are equal to yours. They're wanting the same thing that you're wanting. Arthur's wanting the same thing that you're wanting. He's just confused on how to get to it. He has some obstacles in his way. He has some speed bumps, so to speak. Things that are going to slow him down. Things that he's going to have to deal with before he can get the opportunity or the pleasure of your acquaintance again. There is going to be quick intervals with him. So maybe seeing him at work, having very short conversations. But it's a key to say the right words. Like, I'd love to catch up with you somewhere else but here. I'd love to meet you for coffee. Something of that nature. Absolutely, you are 100% correct, Marcia, that his energy is the same. He feels the same as you do. He's feeling the same energy as you. He can preoccupy himself and keep himself quite busy. But to be honest, at the end of the day, he's thought about you several times during the day. Maybe he hasn't given into it yet, or hasn't created any actions on it yet, but something sure is still to come. So your message that goes with these 3 sticks talks about, again, loving and respecting yourself, always keeping your boundaries where they need to be, trying to remove any negativity or stay away from any negative people, doing your meditations before you go around anyone who you know ahead of time is going to be negative, even before you just leave the house to just go shopping. Always protect yourself with a meditation. 5 minutes, 15 minutes, it doesn't matter. Exactly. He's definitely going to make that happen. There's definitely going to be communication, and it's not going to be in that setting. Again, in your work setting, it's only going to be very quick intervals. Like I said, a few words here and there, maybe a few minutes worth of talking, but minimal to avoid interruption, to avoid conflict, to avoid, he don't want to set you back. It's like he doesn't want to do anything that's going to cause you more harm or more stress. He's avoiding that at all costs. So Marcia, there are your messages. They're your messages. So Texas, you're up. Are you here in the house, Texas? Thank you, Marcia. Oh, I understand. Yep. And she's the biggest whiner of them all, but yet she's the biggest troublemaker of them all. All right. You're welcome. Texas, are you here? Texas? Oh, Texas, are you here? Texas, I'm going to give you your sticks next. I don't know if you're here or not. If you are, good. And if you're not, you'll be able to rewatch this and play it. Somebody can timestamp for Texas. I grade it. Great, appreciate that. All right. All right, Texas. Good girl. All right, good girl. Okay, I got your messages. Hi, Brandy Lee. All right, but Texas, I got your sticks. So guess what, Texas? Your first stick talks about somebody's watching you. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's paying attention to you. Thank you, Marcia. It kind of feels like we're talking about... it's kind of like what you're attracting into your life. There's an energy that you put off, or a vibration that you put off, that someone else tends to pick up very quickly because you were so close to this person, because you both have interacted with one another for years here. It's almost like you being a freelance writer. It's almost like you tried to rewrite this story a couple of times. You've done everything in your power to make the changes necessary in order for something to work. You've gone above and beyond to help somebody out or to bring them out of something. With this person watching you, it's like this person is so close to your eyes. This person is like either standing right next to you, or they walk right past you, or they're right within the same vicinity as you, is what it's showing me. Oh, I thought that was buttons. Okay. But it's kind of like somebody's working with a stone hand, so to speak. When this person's working with a stone hand, this stone hand feels like they're not flexible. It feels like sometimes they come across very hard, very edgy, very disruptive, or sometimes even aggressive. But there's another side of this person, which I think that you've been made well aware of, this person who's watching. It feels like I don't know why I keep hearing it's something about a DVD or a CD. I don't know if it's about music or the way that he listens to music. I don't know if there's a specific song. It's almost like he's part of your vision board. So even if you didn't create your own vision board, which you may have, but if you didn't, it's in your mind. This vision board is him. And it's like, as much as you try to create a diversion, as much as you try to veer off to another venture, even try something new, you're always led back to the same person. And that's because of your karmic ties. That's because of your soulmate connection with this person. There's also something with children around you. And it doesn't have to necessarily be your own children, but it is a child, which means, anywhere between the ages of 7 and 15. This is something that brightens you up or brightens your day. But this person, again, back to the stick of someone's watching you. Sometimes they may say nothing, but it doesn't mean they're not paying attention. It's like important for you to know that somebody hasn't forgotten about you, or you're not off somebody's mind. It feels like you want to go back and forth to repair something, Texas. It's almost like you feel bad for this person and you want to do what you can to help them. But they first have to want to help themselves. The love has always been there. Although they may try to make you feel insecure and make you believe that it wasn't or isn't, it's not true. I'm telling you now from the bottom of my heart, it's not true. This person definitely has a lot of feelings for you. But at the same time, this person has a lot of regrets about things that they've done, things that they've said, choices that they've made. And this person's about to have some type of transformation coming about. Your second stick comes up. Okay, listen to your inner voice. Wow, you got some good ones. Listen to your inner voice. So when it talks about listening to your inner voice, it's trusting the process. It's trusting yourself. It's knowing when you need to protect yourself and when you know you can get out there. Oh, no wonder, Texas. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So it's kind of like when you're listening to your inner voice, it's whether to smile and say hi or whether to just ignore them. It feels like when you ignore them or try to not allow them to see that you see them, um, it might be better to just smile and wave. It might be better to just break the ice that way because it feels like it makes you more sad when you don't speak than it does them because you're the one with the emotions. Something is going to take some time. This is big, and it's going to take some time. There's no rules here. There's no rules, especially according to the universe. There's no rules for when you should or shouldn't say something. But you definitely express the feelings of wanting to have this connection now. But if the delays are there, these delays are not on your end. The delays are part of it's getting you to a place of believing and knowing and feeling that you already have it. That certainty, again, trusting your inner voice. It's no more difficult to attract what it is that you want at some level. And it could feel like a huge something, almost like that you would consider almost impossible or a huge struggle. Or this might feel like it's far-fetched for you. A lot of it might even feel like it was over for you. But something is definitely not over because you were not placed there by accident or mistake. You were definitely put there for the right reasons. You were put there because you were needed there, as well as they were put there because they were needed there. There's something that this person still has to add to your life, or that you're going to still add to theirs, which is why this connection is not broken. Stick number 3. Somebody's going to need something better explained to them. You turn it around. Somebody's going to need something better explained to them. And what that talks about, there's a certain way to approach this person, to communicate with them, to express yourself with them. There's also a certain way that you can do things with them that will trigger them to become defensive, Alexa, to become defensive or to lash out, so to speak. When this person understands that you're not going to allow them to take advantage of you or use you, you're not going to allow them to undermine you, cross a boundary. Once they realize that, the games won't be existing anymore. There's something about yourself that you're needing to understand before you can come into this relationship. There's something about yourself. Now, knowing that you've gone through a situation very similar to what you're dealing with that relationship in the past, something that plays on your heartstrings, something that is very sensitive to you. This is something within yourself that you need to focus on why these certain type of people are attracted into your life. Is it you enabling them at some point that makes them so comfortable, which is why they welcomed you in so much at the one time? Then when you stopped enabling them or giving them everything or doing all the kind of favors for them or showing them they need to take care of themselves, then they seem to stand back, then they seem to back off, so to speak. A lot of us were taught to put ourselves last, right? And to take care of other people first. And then doing that, always taking care of Texas, always taking care of other people before yourself, starts to make us feel like we're unworthy, undeserving. And when that feeling lodges within yourself, you seem to attract more of the situations that had you feeling more unworthy, more of not enough. So that talks about you, again, concentrating on yourself, because you're going to need to change the thinking that you have. That's why it talked about focusing on yourself right now in this relationship more so than the other person. It feels like this matter between you and your ex is going to be seen from you in a different light than it was before. Once you realize that looking out for number one, meaning yourself, which is directed by the infinite, right, by the universe, is kind of like putting your guard up for you. You have to fill yourself up first, or you have nothing to give somebody else. Therefore, the message from Spirit is more about how imperative it is for you to take care of you, put yourself first, fill up your tank first, before you try to refill anybody else's. Then you won't run out of energy, you won't run out of steam, and you won't lose hope. Exactly, Texas. And you know, you're a very, very special and unique person. Very genuine. And I can say that from a personal point of view as well. It's like you were placed on this earth to be a healer, a consoler, very empathic. Yes, you are. And it feels like the universe is wanting to give you a big hug. They're wanting to put you back out there so that you can see that there's going to be love coming your way as well. Your person had to go through what they went through in order to find themselves and figure themselves out. There's some very serious changes that they're making. Like I said, they're going to have a transformation happening within themselves. And this is going to reflect on their mannerisms toward you. So before the end of this year, there should be a good connection, a good communication that comes between the two of you. And yes, it starts out with a little bit of friendship, but it does grow back into a relationship, one that's not going to drain you, but one that's going to fulfill you and be able to conquer all the negative things that were happening. So I see nothing but good things coming your way and a lot of healing coming from the past. I feel like they're changing. They're changing, like turning the leaf, like on the other side of the leaf. Kind of how like leaves turn, right? So in the fall, they get a beautiful, the reddish auburn, kind of yellowy gold color. So it's like this person's changing for the better. But finally, they're going to be able to show the appreciation that they have for you and the respect that they should have always shown you. So Texas, that's your message. Pretty good, Texas. Pretty darn good. I know you usually get nervous about the readings, but you're good. All right, Texas, you got your sticks. Next up is Leslie. Leslie, are you here in the house? Leslie. And then Tammy, Shelly, and Monique. Oh, good, Texas. I love you. And thank you for all your generous donations. Thank you so much, Texas. I appreciate you. I know, Texas. I knew you had to be over there. Give your puppies a hug for me. All right. Miss Leslie. Leslie, stop blaming yourself. There's something you need to stop blaming yourself about. Leslie, although there's this loving, exciting, happy side of you, which is amazing, it's amazing. There's also a side of you, almost like when you were that child, that you're still blaming. It's like you're still thinking, well, if you would have done something different, or if you would have acted different, or if you would have had a different lifestyle, or if you would have mm, tried to listen to somebody more, whatever that was with family. There's something there that still, till today, tends to make you feel self-conscious, tends to make you feel on edge. It's like you can joke about it, or you can joke about yourself, or you can make jokes about you and be okay, but if somebody else tends to do that, it would bring you down so fast. It would make you cry. It would make you so sad. But you need to know that you see yourself very hard. You're very hard on yourself. Um, Sometimes you're not always kind to you. Sometimes you're rough on you. You need to know that the people that are around you, and I don't mean family like your mother and father, I don't even mean Sergio, but I mean other people, people from work, other family members like cousins or whatever that you're very close to, they see you in such a fabulous, amazing way. Hey, Salvador, they see you in such a, thank you, they see you in such an amazing kind of way that you don't see yourself. It feels like, people, they get like magnetically drawn to you. There's something about you that tends to lift people up. You're very kind to listen to people talking and listening to people expressing either their emotional situations, their stresses, their worries, their fears, their sadness. You're a very good friend in that way. You're a very good listener. You're not the person who always says, oh, well, I went through that even worse than you. Or, oh, you're feeling bad today? I'm sorry you're feeling bad. I'm feeling even worse. I'm dealing with this, this, and this. You never try to steal the attention from the person that's talking to you. You always give them that sympathy that they're looking for, that attention that they're needing. And you always put yourself, again, on the back burner. You're very similar. You're very similar to Texas in that aspect. This stick talks more about, again, not blaming yourself, even with your son. You dealt with situations and circumstances the best way you knew how. And you did a very good job with it. A lot of things you may not have been able to give your son that you wanted to, but what you did give him was love, and what you did give him was attention. And love and attention, that time to just talk, that time to let him vent and express himself without judgment, is the best gift that you could give him. Showing him you accept him for who he is, showing him that there is no judgment, showing him that you love him unconditionally. That will make you the best mother that he could ever have. You are extremely hard on yourself. Way too hard on yourself. You were magically and wonderfully made by a higher power. Things that you see as an imperfection, other people see as your strengths. You always look at your weaknesses, but you should look more at your strengths because you have more of them. And the universe is asking you to write down all, like 10 or even 20, but you could start with 10 things that you love about yourself. And maybe 10 things about yourself that you want to change. But also write down why you'd want to change. So if you said, oh, well, I'd like to change my hair color. Why would you like to change your hair color? And what color would you like to change it to? Why would you like to change the way you talk? Maybe if you don't talk enough, maybe you'd like to start talking more. Maybe if you talk too much, maybe you want to start talking less. Whatever it is, but the universe is showing me that they want you to write it down. They're wanting you to be able to read it on paper yourself, that yes, I am beautiful. Yes, I have a great smile. Yes, I have a wonderful personality. Yes, I'm built beautifully. Yes, I dress clean and nice. Yes, my clothes always look and they match well. Like, write 10 things. And then write 10 things that you want to change about yourself. To better yourself. Not for other people. When you want to change for other people, that's circumstantial. That's situational. Don't waste your time with that. All right? Stick number 2. Okay, so it's time to make peace with family. There's something that's... Oh, my fingers. These last 2 fingers, ever since I had that stent done, these 2 fingers just go numb so bad. Make peace with family. There's a way, perhaps your sister, perhaps your mother, want you to be, or want a way they want you to speak, or just a way they want you to show up around the house, or things that they want you to do, maybe to take care of the home, whether it's cleaning, dusting, whatever it is. There's an easy way or a simple way that you can be the hero in this situation, because your mother can't be that. Your father doesn't know how to be because he follows behind her footsteps. But your mother and you, this tension, people are starting to see you. Since you started this job, people are starting to see you in a different light. People are starting to realize that you're changing. And they're all liking this change about you. They're all impressed with your attitude being different, with your personality being different. Not allowing them to show you any negativity and to bring that on with you. Again, making peace with family is going to be important, because soon you're going to want to introduce this new person to your family. And you don't want your mother to be embarrassing or to do something or say something that might make you feel bad. So you're going to warn this person that you're going to see, more than likely Nicholas. You're going to warn him of how your mother and your relationship is, how sometimes she can be just straight rude. It's like you're going to let him know when he's going to want to come over, and you're going to want to introduce him, and you're going to want to introduce him to your son. You want to talk about him to them first. Excuse me, so they have an idea. Gosh, so they have an idea who he is. Your last stick is, there's another situation that you're dealing with. You're trying very hard to let go of something, but you can't. I'm feeling like this is Sergio. I'm feeling like this is a long time, like in my heart, love feeling. And it's something where, although you don't really have control of the situation, so to speak, because he's the one that would have to make a move or to say something, although you don't have that control, you actually kind of still have control. Because when you leave, he follows you. It's like the universe sends you these messages through these songs and things for... It's like when he's trying to do his mental telepathy to you, when he's trying to send you messages, since he can't speak them himself because of the person that he is, it's like he concentrates on it so hard, trying to manifest it, that he sends it to you telepathically. Which is why you'll hear certain songs on the radio. When you hear Private Eyes. When you hear so many different songs that make sense. I keep hearing this one song. I don't know if I can think of the name of it. I know how it goes. But it's kind of like... it's kind of like, if you can't be with the one that you love, then love the one you're with. So it's like the universe is kind of saying that this new person that's coming in, and is coming in stronger and stronger and stronger, and is about to soon ask about a commitment. It's coming. It's coming by the end of the year, by Christmas. Should be amazing between the two of you and this new person. But where Sergio is concerned, there's definitely a temptation still there, and a desire still there, a fantasy, so to speak. Unfortunately, he can't act on it due to the way he presents himself, due to the distance that he keeps there. I feel like he's angry with you right now, like he's not speaking to you. He's not smiling to you. He's not even saying hi to you. Because I feel like he knows or seen you with somebody else. It's like he drove by. He saw that. He saw you sitting somewhere with somebody. Or in a car. Perhaps somebody gave you a ride around a corner, whatever. He saw that. And now he feels kind of like you've betrayed him. And that's where his issues are. That's where his issues are. So, let me see how many sticks that was. I think that's 2, right? You still got 1 more stick left, right, Leslie? You only did 2 sticks so far? Leslie, 2 sticks? I think you have 1 more stick. Let me see. Let me see, let me see. Maybe. I'm going to do another stick. 1 more stick. Yeah, I'm going to do 1 more stick because I think that was 2. Okay. Last stick. Okay, your last stick talks about your heart hurts bad from all the disappointment that you've had in the past. It also talks about your heart going to be able to heal now. It's also saying that you're just adjusting to this new situation, that you're still not sure whether to trust it. You're still feeling like, is this really happening? Can this really be true? Is this person really interested in me? Is there a motive here? You're wondering if you should expect something to happen that's unexpected, meaning maybe in a bad way. Oh, that makes sense, Leslie. That makes sense, yes. Because I feel like he has an attitude now. Sergio has an attitude. But anyway, so like I said, it's definitely something coming to fruition for you. Dreams. Remember, man, we've been doing this, Leslie, for I don't know how long. But I always say about my time frames, they suck. My time frames suck. But I'm telling you that I always told you that this person with dark hair was coming toward you, was going to be very interested in you, was going to be kind of husky, kind of built, was going to look really good, was going to have something to do with computers, or was going to be something with financial, which all makes sense. And now this person is coming here right in front of you, the exact person that I described to you for such a long time. Sergio has always tried to play a part in this, but never acted on his emotions. Therefore, he's created the delay. And again, like I said, that he was going to see you bringing this person to your house to introduce your family and whatever. He's going to see this person coming over quite often to pick you up and take you out on dates. That's about to happen. You're going to find that he is going to say something to you in a dramatic kind of way. Like, oh, so you got a boyfriend now? Oh, is that the guy you're seeing? So something is definitely coming. On the sides. Yeah, graying hair on the sides. Yeah, exactly is what I said. Exactly. And very handsome. Very handsome, right? So, Leslie, things are all in favor for you. Finances, too, are going to improve. Be careful of what you settle for. Take your time. It's like something of partial payments may come through for you. Partial payments, like a little bit now, a little bit later, and then a little bit after that. So whatever that means, it might be 3 different intervals that you receive money. So whatever that's about, okay? Oh, I'm getting wrinkly as hell. Don't get old. All right, Leslie, that's yours. Tammy, you're up. Is Tammy here? Is Tammy here? All right, Tammy. All right, Tammy. Somebody knows that you'll wait. Somebody knows you'll wait. I don't know if this has to do with work. I don't know if this has to do with changing a position, changing a title, changing location. Maybe you work in A wing and you're going to work in B wing. Maybe something like that. Something within the place itself. Exactly, Leslie. Exactly. So, Tammy, somebody knows you're going to wait. Somebody knows that you're going to work things out with them. Somebody knows that sometimes they can stress you out. It also feels like um, somebody's waiting for the right time. And this also could be about the marriage proposal. It's like somebody knows that you know that they're not ready yet and they want to move forward, but either their finances won't allow them to do it and they want to do it in the right way. Somebody's definitely holding off on something, but waiting to take action. This person has something in their mind. There's also some kind of disagreement or something here that you two need to compromise on or come to an agreement about. There's something that's weighing quite heavy on you. Excuse me, it may make you feel like things are about to blow up or things are about to get bad, or there's also something with the finances as well. So between the two of you, though, I do feel like something's going to finally work out in the best way that it can. There's also something of paying a certain part or taking a certain part of each paycheck that you get and making a payment toward that rent. It's like if you take a piece out every single pay, then you're going to have enough at the end of the month to pay what it is you need to pay. Your next stick comes up and talks about somebody may feel like they chose the wrong one. And when I say that, this could be about where you're living. You might feel like you chose the wrong place, or you wish you weren't there, or there's something about it you're not liking, or you're still having a destination it's showing me that you want to go to. There's a place that you want to move, and I feel like it's going to be when this lease is up, that you're definitely going to do one more move. This move is going to be either in another state, or it's definitely a little further away from where you are now. It might be a little further from your job, but it's going to be worth it because you're wanting to have a different change of scenery, a different change of people. It almost feels like you're not really happy, like even being outside in the area that you're at. It's like, it's not really great, or I can't really enjoy myself. I don't feel like I have a lot of privacy out here. So something about the outside you're wanting to change. So there's definitely a move coming for you. There's a guarantee after this year's over, or like after this year of a contract is over with you, after this year of a lease or a term, then you're going to definitely move because you're wanting to find something new and you're wanting to start over. When you do that move is when the marriage, I believe, is going to happen. So there's definitely a huge change. And you may even consider at that point renting something more of a condo or a house, something of that nature. All right, your last stick talks about let them take care of you. Let them take care of you. So yours isn't as long as everybody else's here, but it's saying let them take care of you. Somebody's wanting to always be with you, always be close to you, always be next to you. They don't really like you out of their sight. They don't like when you go to work and they have to stay home. And Scott definitely does not like being by himself. He feels more comfortable when you're home. It feels more like home when you're there. Just know that this person wants to be able to repay all the good things and deeds that you've done for them, and they're wanting to give back to you. They're wanting to make you happy. They're wanting to help you to solidify or make things simplified, something so it's not so much of a struggle for you, but it's more of a blessing in disguise. It's kind of like they just want to make it easier for you. They're not really sure on other things that they should do, but it's kind of like they almost need to be told. So if there's something that you're wanting them to do or needing for them to do, maybe while you're at work or whatever, just let them know, because I feel like they'll do it freely and happily. But they won't think of that on their own, whatever that means to you. There's also something to do with mail or something to do with a letter that you've opened up. And maybe some news was unexpected on there or scary on there. Or maybe it's like you have this much time or you have until this date to do something. So don't worry about it. You're going to meet the deadline. Whatever that's about, you're going to meet the deadline. I also have one more stick for you. And this says, don't let somebody use your car. So somebody that you know that doesn't have a license or wanting to take your vehicle somewhere, and you might be willing to take that risk or allow them to do something. Don't let somebody take your car. And if somebody in the family is wanting to borrow your vehicle from you, don't let them take your car. Because if you don't have that vehicle and something should happen and that car gets crashed, you're not going to have any vehicle to get to work. And then you're going to have another bigger situation on your hand. There's going to be a lot of repair cost coming to you if you allow, again, somebody to use your car. So be careful with that. Also be careful when you're driving. Make sure your car doors stay locked in case I'm seeing a carjacking. I'm not sure what is going on right here. But it's somebody taking your car almost like unapproved. Like somebody stealing your car or somebody breaking into your car or something of that nature. So I know if you're driving at night or on the way home at work and it's nighttime and it's dark, keep your car doors locked. Keep paying attention to your surroundings. So if you're at a red light, looking in your rear view, looking in your side rear views, making sure that you can see around your car at all times. And if you see anybody approaching your car, I don't care if the light's red or not, look for it to be safe and go. All right? So that's the messages I got for you, Tammy. I hope that helps. All right, Shelly, you're up next. All right, Shelly. I got you, Shelly. So, Shelly, first stick talks about remember what you promised yourself. Remember how you promised yourself that you weren't going to obsess, or that you weren't going to make yourself crazy, or that you weren't going to overdo something, or that you weren't going to allow somebody to either take advantage of you, or you weren't going to allow somebody to talk you into something. There seems to be communication or phone calls coming not from Tomas, but coming from another person. This feels like it could be Hamilton even. So it feels like with this communication or with this message or with this phone call, out of the blue, and it's going. I told you before that once Tomas started coming around, that Hamilton was then going to show up, and that's exactly what's going on here. It's the same thing like I told Leslie, that with Leslie, when she got this new person, that's when Sergio was going to start acting up, and here we go. So, trust me when I tell you, you and Leslie have a lot in common here on this stick particular, is talking about somebody wanting to trigger you, because it's like they get your energy. They get the messages that you're sending out mentally. And it's kind of like, I don't know why Hamilton never contacted me again, or why I haven't heard from him in such a long time. We had a great time when he was here. He's happy. He said he's going to come back, but haven't heard from him. Got it. Makes sense. But what I'm trying to tell you that the universe is showing me is that one person, somehow, because they're connected to you, understand you're connected spiritually to Tomas, to Hamilton, to Danny, to another man. So there's 4 people here altogether with you, Tomas, Hamilton, Danny. There's 4 people. There's a connection here. These connections energetically interact with one another, which is why when you're thinking about Tomas, Hamilton's getting that message thinking it's for him. It's not for him. And then when you were talking to Hamilton, that's exactly when Tomas was going crazy, why he hasn't heard from you, why he's not seeing you on WhatsApp, all this stuff. So you got to realize that you have no idea that you're sending all these electronic signals, magnetic signals out to these people, which is making them react and respond to you. All right? Stick number 1. Stick number 2. Stop worrying. Spirit don't lie, right? Stop worrying. Stop overthinking. Oh, absolutely, Leo. Stop allowing yourself to self-sabotage. Stop allowing yourself to think that you have to lose 30 pounds, 20 pounds, 10 pounds before this person shows up. Stop allowing yourself to believe that you're not good enough, or that you need to polish yourself up. This person, Tomas, has loved you from long ago, and will continue to love you. Yes, they want to see you healthy, because yes, they want to see you stick around for a long time. Yes, they don't want to lose you. Yes. So exactly. So keep your energy, excuse button snoring in the background. So keep your energy where it needs to be. Keep focusing on you. Don't allow yourself to worry, why hasn't he called yet? Why hasn't this happened yet? You cannot predict his timing. You cannot control what he's doing for himself right now. It's important that he takes care of him, and it's important that you take care of you. So whether that's going and getting a pedicure, whether that's going and getting your nails done, whether that's going and getting a haircut, whether that's going and get your hair colored, whatever that is that you would do, right before you know that he's going to be coming. It's very important that you get yourself to the point where you feel good about you, where you know you've done everything that you need to do to satisfy yourself. Don't allow your energy to be on anybody else about taking care of you. This worrying that you're doing is going to make your heart sick. I need you to be healthy. You don't want to go through what I went through. You need to not worry so much and allow yourself to interact with other people. Like when you went out to that barbecue with your friends, that was wonderful that you went to their house. Doing things like that, taking yourself out and treating yourself for a taco, that's an amazing thing. Or Mexican food, I'll take it too. That's amazing to do. You have to give yourself a reward as often as you can. It's not that much money to spend 20 bucks on yourself so you can go eat something. Do it. Do it. And do it. All right, your last stick talks about. There might be some news that's coming. And this talks about news coming that is, it's kind of like now listen, I don't want you to worry. It could be coming from your parents. It could be coming from that household. It's kind of news that comes about them wanting to make a change, or the doctor making a change, or change in routine. There also might be something that has to do with either you going there and spending some time there within the next 2 months, so October, November. And I know November would be difficult because you have company coming to your house in November. So you're going to need to make a plan that's going to maybe pull you in 2 different directions about Thanksgiving. But then again, you may take Tomas with you on a trip to go see your parents for Thanksgiving. And I think that's going to make the event a lot more exciting. I think that even when you do finally speak to him and he talks about coming, I think you should mention to him that you might think about taking a trip for Thanksgiving to go up and see your parents. Would he be interested in going? And I think that he may say yes. So there's something to do with that, and it was important to come out in this reading. It's also kind of like, it's like there's a certain thing that you're trying to process in your mind, and it's like you're sitting there trying to figure out what the answers are, or why he's not showing up, or why he's not calling or texting, and it's like it's really not against you. It feels like it's against you, or you feel like he's avoiding you, or you feel like he's not prioritizing you, but he is. It's actually the things that he's doing so that he can come and spend time with you. It's very difficult for him to leave where he's at and to give up some responsibilities for a while to come and spend time with you. But like I said, he also doesn't want to come just for 3 days or something like that. He's wanting to come for at least a couple weeks, even a month. So it's taking a lot more energy from him, a lot more skills, and for a lot more things for him to do. So please just be patient with him. And unfortunately, I know having no communication sometimes is really awful because it leaves the guessing game in your mind. But, instead of hearing that it's a guessing game and you got to try to figure it out, and I wonder what he's doing, or maybe he's with somebody else, all this bullshit, don't worry about that, honey, because he's doing what he has to do. And when you hear yourself saying about guessing game, or I have to try to figure this out, tell yourself, stop it. You know what? He's going to contact me as soon as he can. Nobody held a gun to his head to say what he already said. Nobody held his gun to his head when he talked to you on those Wednesdays and telling you about different things. So he chose to do that because he wants to, because he misses you, because he wants to spend time with you. So keep the faith, Miss Shelley. Things are about to open up. Doors are about to open up. It's coming. Once you get out of September, October will be full of a lot of communication. A lot, like almost every day. So get ready for it. Because right now it's not as much, but eventually it's going to be a lot. And you're like, oh God, I missed this call. I missed this message. I was outside. I didn't even realize. You'll see. So be patient. Be patient. It's going to give the opposite to you really soon. All right. Last but not least, Mo, you're up. Mo, I sent you a message. Are you here, Mo? Mo, are you here, Mo? All right. You're up, Mo. Finally, we're on you. We're on you. All right, Mo. Last but not least. Last but not least, my Mo. I love you, Mo. Okay. I got it. Okay, Mo. So, first thing that comes up, yes, Miss Shelley. Okay, Mo. So, the first thing that comes up And that stick says you love so hard, but somebody didn't. There was something that you put your all into. It's almost like the universe is trying to tell you there's more than enough in the universe. You have to believe that there's more than what's in front of you right now that you can't see. Yes, you're worried about getting older. I get it. You're going to be able to create what it is that you want by creating the law of attraction or putting the law of attraction into your life. You have to begin to, the universe is trying to tell you, Mo, to begin to create this feeling, this tone of happiness, of harmony and balance within yourself first, without anybody else adding to it. There's certain hereditary patterns that you have. There's certain hereditary patterns that you have. Cultural codes. Even social beliefs. But you're going to be able to prove pretty much to somebody. There's somebody that you're needing to prove this to. And again, all these different beliefs that you have, or these codes that you have, or these inheritance things that you have, hereditary things, behaviors, mannerisms, beliefs. You're going to be able to prove to somebody that there's a power within you greater than yourself. And this power, this energy, it gives you the extra boost, the extra courage, the extra knowledge to be able to achieve certain things that other people can't achieve. They're telling me somebody's not going to let you do something. Somebody's not going to let you do something that's going to work against yourself or work against your morals or values. Somebody's about to do a turnaround and communicate with you in ways like no other. Somebody's definitely wanting to reach out or give a helping hand financially as well. Somebody's handing you money or giving you money. Money's coming in from somewhere. Stick number 2. Okay, so stick number 2 says, right now, work on you. You've been so busy working on other people. There's also talking about delays. Be patient. I had to pull that extra one for you. So let me focus on the first one. So right now, work on you. Right now, work on you. And this is about working on a project, something that you're wanting to start, build, or create. It also is talking about the inevitable, like where love and relationships are coming toward you. There's also letting go of something else or someone else that's toxic. Somebody wants to keep repeating a pattern and doing the same things, but they're trying to make you believe that there's going to be a different outcome when they keep doing the same thing. There's also somebody who loves you very much. And this person is remembering something that was between the two of you, either conversation, communication, and let alone intimacy. The rough waters are over. Things are going to start to calm down right now. What's that say? You're going to have to start separating some of your wants versus your needs. There's a lot of things that you're wanting and things that you're wanting to do and planning to do, and something keeps being put off or delayed. And I know that a stick came up that said that. Here it is. That's the one we pulled up earlier. So with your third stick, talked about delays as well. It talked about be patient. These delays are for a reason. These delays are about getting to the right level for you. If you try to push something to happen now, you'll get less than what you could ever have gotten. If you allow for the delays to take the place as to fall into order or patterns when they need to, you're going to be right where you need to be, and you're going to get as much and even more than you ever thought you could get. Hold on a second. Something that you're involved in You have an extra stick here. Something that you're involved in is going to take some work, but it's going to be worth it. There's something that's draining you mentally that you seem to be worrying yourself night and day about. Maybe even go to sleep worrying about this. There's somebody who keeps ignoring phone calls or not responding back the way you'd expect them to. But that's about to change. You can expect a message about finances to come through very soon, like within the next 2 weeks. Something's going to finally be in your hand. You're finally going to be able to do something. But again, I want you to not overdo something as well. But it's also like, remember to be generous, or remember to donate, or remember to give, whatever that is for you, because that is the way for it to come back tenfold to you. There's something that the universe is trying to get you to release or let go of. It's like you have plenty stored away. There's plenty stored away. You're going to be okay, one way or the other, even with the delays. You might be thinking about something and saying, oh, well, that's very nice, or that's very, very kind, or that's, it's like an opportunity. It's like, yeah, that would be very nice, or there's something you're saying where, yeah, I'd really like to do that or go there. There's a part of you, though, worrying about getting older. There's a part of you worrying about what your future's holding. I'm trying to hear. It's like a liveliness about you. They're saying to let go of the difficult things that happened in your past marriage or relationship. There's definitely a shortcut coming for you, a shortcut, something that's going to happen much quicker than you anticipated. You have to remember that everything is energy, Mo. You are an energy magnet, just like I was saying before. The power is definitely in your thoughts. So remember to bring about what it is that you want. Keep your thoughts in that same position, okay? I feel like there's a very handsome person around you. Very good looker. Somebody who might be getting ready to communicate, open a door, make an offer to you. I hope you know what that's about. It's kind of like when somebody writes on a chalkboard, like a teacher writes on a chalkboard, like they erase that assignment and they're putting a new assignment up. The universe has shown me a new assignment for you. Something that's about to take place. This assignment is going to allow you to take a journey that you never thought you could be on. There's also travel coming up for you. Don't worry about somebody judging you, because it really doesn't matter what other people think. So that's pretty much your message, Mo, that I got for you. I hope that helped. It sounds good. Hope some of it made sense to you as well. Money's going to be good. Relationship's going to be great. Very handsome person around you. Definitely don't worry about the past or the past situation. Don't let that hold you back. Remember, your thoughts are energy. Anything that you think is going to go out and create more of it. You think negative, you're going to create more of it. Oh, good, Mo, good. So stay positive. Think about the positive things. And don't give the negative things or people any of your attention. Don't allow them to steal your joy. Don't allow them to steal your joy. So, I can open up 6 spots. 6 spots. But you have to be available for tomorrow. 6 spots tomorrow. You must be available between 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, New Jersey, and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. I will offer a 20-minute video chat reading for $55. So, 20 minutes video chat reading for $55. Be the first 6 to send the payment in. And if you didn't make the 6, then I'll refund you. I'll send it back. But if you're interested, oh, okay. All right, Angel. Well, enjoy yourself. Don't worry, I'll be here. So, if you can do it between 9 a.m. and 12 noon tomorrow, Sunday, then send the $55 through PayPal and make sure your phone number is in the payment. Make sure your phone number is in the payment or I'll have to refund you. Put your phone number in the payment. First 6 people. I'm going to watch now to see who the first 6 are going to be. Okay, Angel. Well, go ahead. It don't take that long to do that, really. It's pretty quick on Google or whatever. Google Pay and stuff. It's pretty quick. All right, you guys. So, first 6 people, $55. See if you see if you can get in on it. All right, Angel. You be careful and have a good time. All right, you guys. I'm going to look to see who's going to be the first on my list. And again, it's a live video chat. And it's got to be for tomorrow only. I don't want to hear you're not available. If you're not available, don't sign up. Between 9 a.m. and 12 noon Eastern Standard Time is when your reading will be done. You have to be available during that time period. Absolutely, Angel. As long as you send it tonight, I'll put you on that list. But put your phone number in that payment, okay? Put your phone number in that payment. All right. Bye, guys.